a good thing, actually, and we were saying this. True. Actually, we were discussing about stop work authority with the tankers fleet a long time ago before RightShip made it a requirement. We need the seafarers to be able to discuss the issues and listen also what we are saying and lessons learned, and providing them all the data about the issues that we had overall as a fleet or as an industry, and then make them engage, discuss, and realize what the problems are and how they will resolve them in their mind themselves, to set the processes correct as we have them as procedures, but to have them in their mind. They need to listen, they need to be able to discuss, and some critical thinking, as you rightly said. And then it is all about how we will manage for the young generation to make them understand what we are talking about and what is required there. But things are changing so quickly, but I am really thinking every day how we will manage with the young generation. And I really can't find a solution yet. When we're talking about AI, we are one step too late. Everything we think, they are one step ahead. And I don't know how we'll resolve that. At the beginning, we were saying about simplification of our system, then we said we'll replace AI, but still, we are not managing with them to the level that we should.
Yes. The more I think about it, I am really disappointed by the education system in our schools for our children. I have 3 of them. And I believe that the system now is based on an overload of information, and the same is on board. The same happens on board. Okay, it doesn't work anymore. I think that what we're trying to do on board is a glorified risk assessment exercise, and we call this SMS, I don't know, whatever. I said it's a glorified risk assessment exercise. That is what it's about, which means we're trying to educate people to understand and manage risk. Instead of loading them with all that stuff, maybe we should go back and in first principles and try the basic things, make them understand, give them, instead of giving them fish to eat, let us teach them how to fish, okay? So let us train them to understand and manage risk from first principles. And that's what I think where we're failing. That's what I feel myself actually. That's my impression. Listen.
Do we need initiative? Do we like initiative? Or in reality, do you think shipping companies and the people sitting in the desks want to have initiative? No. Unfortunately, no. This is the reality. We cannot talk about...
So they need to change culture. First, I'm in the management.
Yes. Costa said we are living in a different century, perhaps. Initiative by the group, it is something that is missing, and what is actually missing above initiative, in my understanding, is empowerment. There's no empowerment. And unfortunately, in today's era, in today's civic, there is still fear. There's fear in the offices, there's fear on people. And this chain has to be broken sometime sooner than later. For now, we depend on certain nationalities, for which nationalities or certain social parts of the population that are willing to accept this fear because they have needs, or because they take a better salary, they make a compromise. This will not be forever. Okay? So we have to be very, very well prepared to see what the future will bring and make really confrontational changes in the way we think and the way we see our group, whether we see them as our partners, part of the organization, or as tools.
Well, I'm always trying to see the glass half full and not half empty. But what you are saying is a bit of if we have a crew that doesn't want to take initiatives and responsibilities, and on the other side we are also introducing AI, we are not using it wisely, then this might be a recipe for failure. We have to be super cautious.
Can I give an example? You are the master of the vessel and you are supported with AI systems and SMS and procedures, and sometimes you are being told off because you did not do a risk assessment about this and all. And then the next day you have bad weather or you have an issue with your engine and you are missing 10 miles from your position. And then you receive an order, adjust and provide a fake position because we don't want any claims. How this will affect you in terms of compliance. So I'm the one who is pushing you and say comply, 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 but when this compliance does actually has negative effects for me, then I will say, oh no, 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 don't comply. So this is actually something that is being seen every day by the rules. This is consistency. This inconsistency that starts from top to bottom. And it affects in reality how actually people behave and see safety.
Well, for me, any master in the ship or ashore is not about only navigating the ship safely. It's about motivating the people, that inspiring the people, or becoming also a person that will be there on their difficult times. And hopefully this is something also that we might also need to focus on training, how to change the skills of the people that they have responsibilities in order to manage people, and not just to manage the vessel, but to manage first the people on board. But since you have the floor, and in your capacity as the chairperson of the Dry Bulk Center of Excellence, I know that this initiative is trying to bring more consistency and standardization across the industry. So how do you see RISQ 3.2 interactive with the Dry Bulk Center of Excellence, whether this is a complementary initiative or is just something additional? How do you see it?
There are clear synergies.
Okay.
Dry BMS is the equivalent of KMSA, BBC is the equivalent of the organization that runs the self-assessments in the industry. RISQ 3.2 is used to give a snapshot of an inspection of the vessel at a particular day and time with a particular group. But Dry BMS is seeing this result as part of an overall organization, of the organizational safety culture overall, of how people in the office address and manage situations and processes evolve and so on. So we are moving into a situation, into a condition where the person who makes a vetting decision, a miner, a charterer, a shipper, a receiver, is not only looking at a particular vessel based on one particular inspection that perhaps was done 6 months ago. It's now, in the future, in the near future, be looking at the overall performance of the organization that is managing this vessel and some other vessels. I find this extremely positive, extremely modern. I find this very democratic because it gives an idea that it's not only one vessel, and also it is a unique effort that for the first time and continues, Intercargo and RightShip are working hand in hand. And this means that ship owners, managers, RightShip, which actually represent charterers, major charterers, are working hand in hand in creating a new situation on the vetting status.
Thank you. Melexia, I mentioned in the beginning that you are wearing another hat, which is the vice chair of Intercargo. And I do know, and this is always the case when it comes to ship-to-ship transfer, there is this operation entails greater risks. And Intercargo has recently developed ship-to-ship guidelines. So these guidelines, do you think that how they are